Oh man, CNS is fried. Not surprised about this. Sluggish as hell this morning, man. Had a really good sleep. Slept like a log, man. Slept up like I was dead, man. So nothing to blame there, but just the whole training session, just yawning, just kind of like all those symptoms that you get from just CNS kind of being fried. Yesterday I had two, grinder lifts. I failed one and I got the other one. This is the trouble when you're training every day, auto regulation comes into full effect, So yesterday I failed that 200 kilo squat. Kind of got stuck there for a second or two, gave it all my might against the immovable object and had to drop it. So, that kind of stuff, people say that's a real CNS drainer. And then I went on to do deadlifts and I guess I bit off more than I should have. 220 kind of moved slow. Some of you guys reckon it was quick, but if you're deadlifting once a week, then it's kind of right. But if I'm planning to come back tomorrow and do that again, sooner or later it catches up to you and you get screwed. So I don't want to move my weights that slowly. It's just too frying. And then this morning I came in and, even the bar felt heavy. Everything felt heavy. Not enthused. Not feeling poppy at all. So today I just thought, okay, I'm not going to do any volume. I'm not going to do any heavy weight or any meaningful volume. So let's just get some blood running around, remove some of the waste products, get some nutrition in. That was kind of the thought. And so then I thought, instead of doing a mega set of the bar, instead of doing like a mega set of 40 kilos, I just put 60 kilos on the bar and I did 10 sets of 10 of that. That's like 20-30% of my freaking max. So it's nothing crazy, just feeling my way through. And then after I did that, I went to 100 kilos for one, 140 for one, 160 for one. 160 felt slow, so I left it there. And that was basically the squat portion of the workout. The CNS is a funny thing, man. It's, definitely I could kind of get riled up, put some music on, smell some salt, and I could probably get similar effort to yesterday. But when you are squatting every day, you have to stay in tune with what the body's telling you. Because that stimulus, recovery, adaptation curve, that gets kind of all messed up when you squat every day. So you really have to pay attention to what the body's telling you. I know John Bros and guys like this always talk about, the body lies to you. I used to think that as well. I kind of took that on board, but eventually, if you treat the body as your enemy, it's going to turn coat on you, man. It's going to betray you. So I'm of the belief, I've kind of taken Ivan Abadjev's, I guess, John Bros's kind of material, and I've kind of intertwined it with Greasing the Groove. Greasing the Groove is all about how you feel. Pavel Tsatsouline says, don't do anything that kind of feels like you're getting a pump. Don't do anything that's kind of like when you're tired. Don't train when you're tired. So I've taken the frequency of the Bulgarians and I've taken Pavel Tsatsouline's kind of feel of training, and I've kind of put them together. So I want to squat every day, but also want to listen to what the body's telling me. I'm not going to treat it as an enemy. And that's what I did today. So basically, you can move 30% of your max any day of the week, basically, even when you're feeling screwed. And nobody can tell me, people can tell me, but I'm not going to believe anybody that says to me that 30% of your 1 rep max for sets of 10 and 10 reps, 10 sets of 10 is going to be detrimental to you. I feel it's always beneficial for me. And so tomorrow, because I've done what I've done today, I'm going to come in, I'm going to feel fresher. It always happens to me, man. I've been down this path many times before. So I feel tired right now. I feel kind of flat. But, a whole day worth of eating, drinking water and all of that, and another good night's sleep. Tomorrow I'll be feeling good to do some more volume. So if you're starting out with the squat a day every day program and you get to your first day like this, do not be alarmed. This is just all part of it. It just means you worked really hard the day before. So just give even a day or two worth of this 30% business volume. That's fine, man. Even if it's 3 days, whatever, man. Just listen to your body. After 500 days that I'm kind of up to, you kind of learn how to kind of chill out and whatever. But I guess the younger the athlete, the more inexperienced the athlete, the more kind of, frustrated you get. By the way, I missed the 160, but that was 160. Kind of moved slow. You guys saw it. And then, I move on to bench press. Did a whole bunch of sets there. I basically did 10 sets of 10 with 70 kilos this session. Last session I did 60 kilos. So that's kind of my progression right now. I'm going to just try and get 10 sets of 10. With 60, then 70 now. So next session I'm going to put on 80, and I think 80 is going to be too much for me for 10 sets of 10, and maybe I'll spend a couple of weeks trying to get that. So if I fail a set to get 10, that means I'm not good enough to move forward. So that's kind of like the linear progression, if you will, step progression that I'm planning to do with the bench, just getting some real volume in there. But essentially, yeah, so auto regulation that's what it is, man. You have to listen to your body. You have to listen to what's happening, and don't get frustrated to have down days. One of you guys said in the comments, about a quote from Stan Efferdine, who said, if you lose an hour of sleep to get an hour of training, I think that's what he said, it's like stepping over $100 bill to pick up, 1 penny. Although that kind of sounds sexy and whatever, the first thought that I had in my mind, with that is, man, if you're waiting for everything to line up in your life, you're going to train like 5 times a week. Your girlfriend pissed you off. You didn't get enough sleep. You didn't get enough food. The shoulder hurts. This hurts. That hurts. Man, you're never going to have, you might have a few in a year where everything's feeling mint and you're ready to go. So that kind of approach, I had 6 hours of sleep instead of 7, therefore I can't train today, man. That kind of thing, it doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, I think our bodies are not, so sensitive, so fragile that we can't cope on 1 less hour of sleep. But anyway, we're all different. We're all different mentalities, different personalities, I guess, and whatever works for you guys. All right, guys, that's another video today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be a bit stronger. Peace out.